And you know what? Mia's going to hate this. I beat you bastards. Which is nothing wrong with doing. I think it's great. Allegedly.
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 Allegedly. Allegedly.
Absolutely.
We're live.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the
Hello.
pod. Hey.
I'm back, bitches.
Go.
Ozzy will be here very soon. He is coming. I promise that he was held up in traffic, but he is coming. Fucking we can start. Ozzy's definitely met you before. I haven't written much of an intro, as I keep forgetting to do. So spitball it off the top of my head. I know for a fact, bro has roughly 1 million streams across all platforms, a frequent name around the scene, arguably holds the record for the most Hungry Koala releases ever. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Dion DiMaggio. Alavate is in, lately. We got Alavate in the building, guys. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, I can't complain for, it's Wednesday night, yeah? I think I'm pretty good, so, yeah, happy days. What about you guys? How's everyone?
It's doing good, man, doing good.
We're doing amazing, man.
We got a whole bunch of people in the chat tonight that are keen for this. Everyone that's been supporting.
First time chatter?
Yeah, first time chatter. We are here. Who was that guy? Dion, brother, I mean, it's great to finally get you on the pod. We've waited for this. We were talking about it fucking second week in. Now we're here.
Here we are.
It's been a long time, bro. You've been at this a good decade and a bit now. As we do with everyone, let's start with how you even got into it, how the music scene found you, and yeah, go from there.
So pretty much it was I was listening to a lot of hardstyle, what are we now, probably 20 years ago now, and I was like a bit of a shuffler. I wasn't very good at it though, that's why I stopped. And then I was like, how do people make this music? And then that was around the same time as like Melbourne Sound started developing, Sparks, Joel, Orchestrated, your Reese Lowe's, your Jungle Gyms. And I was like, all right, cool, maybe, like my love for that, the Melbourne sort of sound, and then the love from like the old school hardstyle stuff like Scout Roots, I can't remember all those tracks on the top of my head, but the love for like that, I was like, okay, maybe this is something I'd be interested in. Got decks for I think Christmas that year, and then it was just like, just went ham. Now here we are, 12 years later.
12 years, bro. So what, like in those early days, was it just like the scene? Was it just the like nightclub, or is that just where that music sort of took you?
I think for me, I always loved going to parties. Whether it be like family functions or like I don't know. It's sort of the late night appeal. Not late night appeal, but like it just the whole late night, trading of like all nightclubs, like the unknown of it all. And back then there wasn't all this technology like smartphones and that we have now. So all that, and then like when you're in the car leaving at like 11 or midnight, you're hearing the Wawa Lounge ads. Like the Lab 22 ads on the radio back in the day. It's like, what the fuck is this place? So like that's how I discovered those places. But I love to party, man. Even when I was in early days of high school and stuff with the underages, I used to love going to them. And I'm like, I could be pretty sick to DJ in front of 400 or 500 people.
Yeah,
that are my locals. Like, so yeah, that's how sort of I didn't find it. It sort of found me in a way. Which is cool.
Yeah. That's sort of the best way to do it. If you can, that's how the sort of passion grows. If music finds you, you got like a connection to it. Was it those early days that you were doing that stuff? Were you influenced by like a different crowd, like you said, the hard style and stuff? But was it the party side of like the hard style festivals and stuff that you were seeing, or was it the actual music?
I think it was the party and the festival sort of, maybe not the festival side of it, but like the club atmosphere, the atmosphere of being at a party, loud music, dark room, like that sort of appealed a lot. I was like, I mean, not much has changed. I'm still doing the same thing. That was the appeal earlier on. Like and it was so like niche and underground. And I think that was the big appeal in it as well. And just everyone at the time was just listening to it, and I'm like, okay, cool. So this is what we're doing now.
Jumping in with it, but you've stayed with it all these years, dude, and that's it definitely goes with noticing. Like nobody goes Alavate's just changing around and he's doing like hard style, he's doing hard techno. No, you've stayed true to minimal this whole time. Like, how hard has it been for you to through these times
Staying
stay
relevant.
true to your sound and
Yes.
staying relevant at the same time?
Difficult, but yeah, like it's had its sort of pros and cons in terms of like, okay, there's not really many places that play it. So to a degree, I have had to pivot a little bit in other genres, but even in the stuff I play with the other genres, it's very Melbourne, Melbourne influenced, or like the Melbourne classics of that. You can hear the Melbourne influence within those other genres.
Yeah.
In terms of like house, electro house, even the sort of like the very, very dash of techno that I do play. It's very like so you saw in the weekend at Zubar, yeah. Like when I dropped a few techno tunes, it still had that Melbourne sort of feel to it. Like
I didn't even notice that they were techno, dude. I was when I was listening to it, I was like, bro, you're playing like fucking old school minimal, dude. This is sick. Like I loved it.
There you go.
Some of them were techno that I flipped in, yeah. So yeah, no, it's been tough though. Like to summarize it in a nutshell, it's been tough.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So that was
Yeah,
that was one thing I wanted to get to. So you did the come up, you did the standard, went through, promoted DJs and networking and meeting people and blah 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 blah. It kind of was all. I hate to put it in that word, but it was kind of all foreshadowed after 2016. That was after 2016 was kind of your big pop off career. Like that was a big fork in your road. For those who don't know, do you want to fill them in on the tailings of 2016? Because the comp, for instance, that was sort of
the Cloud9.
Yeah,
The Cloud9 comp. Yeah. So I how do I say this without sounding like an egotistical piece of shit?
Go for it, bro. You earned that.
Basically, there was 60 DJs, including myself, that entered the Cloud9 DJ comp, which I do once a year. I think you were a part of it, Aaron.
I was that year. Yeah. Yep.
Yep. And you know what? Mia's going to hate this, and I know they're watching it. I beat you bastards.
They were in that too.
When I remember it, I'm like, nah. All love to Mia, though. They've achieved and done some pretty sick things, even after that. So, but yeah, no, I beat probably 59. Not probably, I did beat 59 other DJs. And then gained, even then the work still wasn't done. I still had to, okay, it's like you've won it now. Now you have to prove that you want to be a part of Cloud9, which I was like, yeah, like let's do it. Like I want to be here every Saturday night. I sort of had someone helping me, like mentor me as well. Got to give a shout out to Taylor Murphy. I don't know if he's watching, but he will.
He will.
He helped me out. He will definitely. He helped me a lot in my sort of earlier days down at Hidden Forest and Cloud9 and even Wawa and Billboard. So
Taylor's
arguably the reason I started too. I mean, there was a couple of influences that I had in those early days, and Ozzy was the one who taught me everything I know. But every night that I went to Forest, every time I saw Taylor, he was always one that was like, are you still working on it? Are you producing yet? Have you learned anything new? What do you do? Like, he was always pushing me. So, arguably wouldn't be where I am without him too.
Yeah, he's a good egg, Taylor. He's one of the best, I'd say.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, he gave you your first opportunity at Hidden Forest. Are you able to talk about that?
Yeah. So I was then 17 in the old smokers. They turned it into the green room just to put new talent through. So then I played there when I was 17.
Was that your first set?
Not even an overage, no. That was like my third or 4th.
Oh, okay.
Thing.
You're first at Forest though.
I was my first at Forest. Yeah, in the old smokers.
Right. I remember when Taylor was launching that and building that and blah 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 blah. I didn't know that was the first time you played there.
That was the first time. Yeah, that was the first time I played, man.
Man, that's crazy. That's
I mean, meeting Taylor Murphy. That's a story in itself.
that's
you need to talk about that, my guy.
Me, how I met him.
Yeah.
Okay, so how I met T Murphs was I was an intern at Lucky Ant in year 10, and yeah, so I was one of the first interns I think that Lucky ever had. And he was walking out of the office, and I'm walking into the office, and I was like, "Oh, hang on, you're Taylor Murphy." He's like, "Yeah." He goes, "You're, Dion Alavate." I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh," he's like, "I work at Hidden Forest." I'm like, "Oh, I want to, I want to play there eventually." And then he's like, "Yeah, like message me, we'll sort something out." And then basically went to the promoter meeting. I think it was like 3 or 4 weeks later. Met Kid and Alex and Benny Watt, and then the rest is history.
Yeah. And Taylor was a massive part. Back then, Taylor was a huge part, again, for those who don't know, was a huge part of Forest, booking DJs, getting people in. Like, he was a massive part in helping the community and making it an actual family, especially in the later years when all the bullshit happened and it started to die off. But he was real, like, especially with the greenhouse. But I remember that, like, that to me, that era when smokers had the decks right up near the fireplace and it was like half volume and it was a good spot in between upstairs and downstairs. That was my peak. That's when that place was the best to me. Everyone was around having fun, just enjoying themselves. Fresh DJs were in the one room, fucking goats in the other. Like, that was just peak Melbourne to me. That's
a sick time, man.
I've got photos, but you and I have photos together from when I was like 18. That was something I was going to say. So, like, the 2016 Cloud Comp, I've known you since probably 3 months before that, because I remember seeing all the artists who were going to be on the, like, all 60 of us that signed up, and going through all of us and being like, don't know them. And then I remember that was after you had played at Forest. So I was like, yeah, fuck, I know you. So that's what I've known you for, like, going on 10 years now, dude. That's fucking insane.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
I think they didn't put me down as Alavate on it. I think it was my government name.
Yeah.
Shit, and I'm like,
yeah, you were.
What he's doing?
There's a few of it. Yeah, there's a few of them from back then, like Restricted. I keep finding Restricted tunes from back when he was Reese, and it's like, bro, this is so weird to see. Like, seeing that on a track ID and shit.
I have a funny story to tell about that, right? So I remember, this is my favourite yarn to tell about him. I remember I was headlining at Somum. I think it was me. I think it was Julie and I that night, or it might have been Gatto and I think it was one of the. I can't remember, but his name was like, I was like, obviously, name in lights, big dog. Yeah, his name was like puny little fucking Red Safirios down the bottom, and it's like. Look at where I am, and like, look at the great things that he's gone and done with, with Talitech and the hard techno realm.
He fucking, that's another one. He earned that. I seen him doing everyone in Melbourne can attest. He was one of the ones who was doing like 3-4 days, just not even playing, just networking. He'd go between clubs, just talking to people. So like, he fucking earned it. You not to like undershadow you though, saying what he's done. Like, you had the opportunity to fucking make it, sell your soul and take all those out of state and international gigs, but you have widely renowned, known for wanting to stay in Melbourne. What's the reasoning behind that? You've only left this state a couple of times?
I think I've gone to Adelaide 5-6 times. I think I've done Mildura once, Tassie once. I haven't left the state much.
Yeah.
To play. Yeah. I've gone to Adelaide and back more times than I can fucking count, I think.
And you would, especially in that like 2016, 17, 18 era, they were throwing opportunities at you. What was your reasoning behind that?
Oh, they just wanted. I think they just wanted me over there, and I was like, yeah, let's do it. But then I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. They just started to phase out, and I was like, well, I'm getting more work in Melbourne,
Yeah.
and then I don't know, this is gonna sound so bad, but like Adelaide doesn't have Tramp,
Yeah.
and like
Yo.
I love to go to fucking Tramp every Sunday morning. Yeah, so I'm like, you know,
Yeah.
but I mean, look, if the opportunity did arise, like I was always down to go to stay. In particular, Adelaide. I fucking love Adelaide. I did love the scene and culture over there. I haven't been there in about, fuck, what are we now? 2026, 5, 6 years, 7 years maybe. I haven't been.
Wow.
All
Yeah.
right,
So
so we have a point system in our stream where they can, you know, ask a question.
yeah,
Alavate, based on everything you have experienced within the music scene, from highs to lows, if you could go back and change anything, would you? If so, what would you change?
absolutely, I would. Yeah, hindsight's a very wonderful thing. I would. I would take, knowing what I know now and how things have panned out with the culture and the sound and stuff. I would definitely make the most of it. Like I know now with what I do, I'm out from fucking Thursday to Tuesday, some nights, some weeks, and I'm like, I'm not even, like I go to places that I'm like, I know I get treated well, staff are friendly,
Yeah.
a bunch of it. Like I'll go to circus fucking 4 nights in a row,
Yeah.
Thursday to Sunday. I love the venue, I love the staff, I love the music there. But absolutely, I would. What would I change? Fuck, that's a great question. What would I change? Probably nothing. Like I don't know. Probably be. Yeah, I probably shouldn't say that next bit.
Yeah. Nah,
Mum would have been too happy if she saw that bit. No, but I don't know. My mindset towards it, like, probably would have changed. I don't know. I
Yeah.
probably would have. Yeah, I would have just. I probably would have soaked it in more. Like I said, if I knowing what I know now and how it would have turned out, I would have gone to jungle more. I went to jungle like probably 10 times before Mercy took over.
Yeah.
I would definitely would have made the effort more with like Wild Thursdays, and gone there and really been like. I guess what I'm trying to say is I would have really made it a point to like be a part of the community at Wawa at Tramp.
Yeah.
Because I was really going to Hidden Forest and Cloud every week.
So
I like to go to jungle more and stuff.
you uh you kind of hit a brick wall with WoW. Like you played at WoW, you did a few sets here and there, and you tried to do your networking, tried to do your thing, but it didn't really go too well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
But
so yeah, there's a story about that too.
yeah, I'd love you to
Yeah. Go
talk
hard.
Yeah,
about it if
absolutely.
possible.
So Taylor Murphy was a big advocate for me playing and being a part of Cloud9. And I was like, no, I want to. I saw when I was like 16, 17, I saw a photo, like, maybe even younger, probably like 14, 15. I used to see photos like 4 a.m. at Wawa. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This looks just off its head. I wanted to go and experience that, play there. All my favorite DJs were playing there at the time. So like, I think Johnny Canic was there, Heath Renata, I think Keish, Holly J, so like, Callus, all the Wawa sort of originals. I wanted to go experience it. And then later on down the track, Taylor's like, no, that's why I let you go do that. But yeah, I sort of stopped playing. I had heaps of sets cancelled at Wawa, and then Taylor told me the Cloud9 DJ comp was coming up. I was like, I'll fucking enter it. I'll see if I win it. And then I ended up winning it. So I was like, oh, well, I'll jump ship and come over to Cloud. But I played on the Thursdays I did a couple sets on the Thursdays for Nick Kennedy. I think I supported. There was some guy from Hungary who come over and played some international. I was on the same bill as him. I think I was there for Nate at like 4 a.m. on a fucking Friday morning. I'm like, this is sick.
Yeah. That's
Um,
nuts.
but yeah, I was sick. He was always good to play with.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
he's. That's one that we're waiting for that day too. Nate. We're waiting to get him on.
Nate Ski.
Yeah, he's been in the Discord for a couple of weeks now, and we've finally got him chatting and we got him keen. So That's one that I'm keen for sure.
Start making tunes again, mate. We miss you. Fuck
Do you
it
know
hell.
go?
He hasn't stopped.
Yeah, he hasn't stopped, bro.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah. There's
Send them to me. I want to play them.
I got you for sure. I'll show you. I'll send you a link to him for sure. Because he surprised us.
Yeah,
He did a
please.
drop. He did a drop and put all his stuff. Just released it all, like a few months ago. So there's a bunch of unreleased Nate out
yeah.
there.
Oof.
So like you said before, the hardstyle, the Johnny Canics, Acacias, blah blah blah, your favorite artists. Now that you hit gold when you did the comp and started playing yourself, you were playing frequently, you started networking, you started playing for some of the biggest artists in the scene. When did you get to it? Like, did your inspirations change at that point? Did you start appreciating different artists for different reasons, or has it all sort of stayed the same?
Yeah. Actually, this is another story within this one. Actually, so that's a great question. Dylan Carroll, who used to play at TFU Fridays, and was part of Mischief Makers at Corova.
Yep.
When I was 16, he's like, I wasn't really a fan of like house and tech house and all that kind of stuff. He goes, as time goes on, you will appreciate it more once you get older. And I think he was probably 24 or 25 when he was telling me this, and I'm like, yeah, whatever, man. Like, you know, and now I love all that stuff. Yeah, so
Yep.
it has changed a bit, but yeah, I think after all that, I think there was sorry, what was the second half of the question? Fuck, brain's frazzled.
No, that was the second half of the question. Has it changed at all since you've become an artist yourself?
Oh, yeah, it has, yeah, definitely, yeah.
No one would know, but Distortion Industries, the company that I ran, I used to do like artist write-ups and interviews before streaming, before all that. This was back, like I started them in 2018, 19. And at about 2021, I did an interview with you, Dion, but I never ended up posting it because it was just me working on my own. So I never ended up doing the write-up, never ended up doing the post. So I've still got all those questions that I asked all those years ago. Leading on from what we were just talking about, one of the questions I said, is there anyone you'd kill to work with? Your answer was Heath locally, Heath Renata or Dean Paps, and internationally, hilariously enough, it was Dua Lipa. Has that changed? That's why I brought it up, because I knew that you've mentioned that before, and I was like, I wonder where he's mentioned it. That's someone you said you'd want to work with.
Yeah, so Dua Lipa hasn't happened yet.
No.
I think she's busy getting married at the moment. I know it's not to me, which is shit.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. Fucking feeling. Dean, I've sent multiple demos to Dean. I would have to still keep sending him demos, but I think I'm getting, in terms of musically my ability, it's getting to, I think, that point where he may accept one. Heath, I think I'm actually going to Heath's house in a couple of weeks. I saw him at Lucy Goose on the Saturday. He's like, yeah, come around mine. Like, we'll do a bit of this, bit of that. I think he just wants to show me some stuff. But yeah. So no, I haven't written with him yet, but yeah, I've sent Dean probably like 10 tracks. They've all gone. It's like, yeah, no, man, not for me. I'm like, that's all right, bro.
Yeah, fair. I mean, it's kind of cool that from all those years ago, and you've almost ticked off everyone that you wanted to work with. So that's kind of cool. And then the other one that I wanted to mention before Kieran goes on with his questions, the other one I wanted to mention was the best set, your best set to date. Your answer was Mercy 6 a.m., which was someone else's. I can't remember who it was, and I'm sorry I can't remember, but we've done fucking 11 of these now.
Fucking Dom Dollar decided to do a surprise set at Revolver that morning.
True. Right.
Yep. Yeah, so everyone, or I don't know, that was... Right, so the beauty in moments like that, right, is the ones that were there with me.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, you're the ones that I'll remember forever, I'll look after.
Yep.
Where like the ones that all went and saw Dom, I'm like, all right, like, I know where your priorities stand over watching, watching your mate finally get his first 6 a.m. set. And I'm like, Dumb Dollars going to come back to Revolver. And then I think like a year later, like later on that year, we lost Tramp. Because I think Nathan James had Nathan had his 6 a.m. set a few months after me.
Yeah.
And there's it's that. I'd say that and my first jungle set.
Yep. Yeah.
When I played jungle, that was sick.
Yeah, that would have been insane, dude.
Yeah, that's the one I still talk about. I'm like, this is fucking that was because of what it meant to me. Like I finally got it after fucking 5 years. Hang on, was it? No, I would have been like 21 or 22 when I played. I think I was super young when I played.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's
But not many people played at that age.
Yeah, and like especially at that club in general, like it was such a prestigious opportunity to be able to like even jump on there. Like that was insane. So yeah, being able to play there, especially at the prime time that everyone sort of strives for, and hitting it at such a young age too. This perfectly leads into, we have another one of the questions from the chat, and it almost perfectly leads into that. What are your thoughts on the stuff going on in the music industry, i.e. addiction and the hookup culture? I think it's a perfect way to lead into the addiction side, because being at such a young age, and something we've gone over in the past, is the nightclubbing culture, especially with like alcohol and stuff. You at such a young age, being at such a high level in the scene, you're almost guaranteed that they're giving you a rider full of alcohol, making sure you're sorted, drinks are sorted, your whole crew's having drinks too, like to still be going after like 12 years and not have fallen victim to that addiction culture too heavily. How's that affected like networking opportunities and career and friendships and stuff like that? Because I know every DJ goes through it.
I mean, look, there's been times where I was, I love to party. Yeah, like I'll say it point blank. Those who have been around me in the last sort of 4 months have known that well and truly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Let's not talk about Sunday, hey?
That's what I was about to say. Allegedly.
That Sunday was good, wasn't it, Kieran?
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly. Can't comment on said allegations.
Yeah.
Yep. Fuck, sorry, Aaron, what was the question again? I forgot.
And that's why.
It's the 4 months. 4 months. 4 months.
And that's why, kids. Yeah.
Wait, what's happening?
So like, yeah, like the addiction culture though, at such a young age, being getting gifted just bottles as payment. Like, how did that affect you at your young age?
Yeah, it was great. Bottles of alcohol. Let's just clear that up for anyone else watching who thinks it's something that it's I mean, look, there wasn't probably too much of it. I mean, there wasn't probably too much of it going to, like, I was always getting paid like with like cash and stuff, and so I was never like the bottles and stuff. But when you go to the club and you're getting like 20, 30, 40 drink cards, and you're like, well, yeah, I can do a bit of damage, myself.
Mm-hmm.
And mix a cocktail of other things in the mix
mm-hmm.
to level you out if need be.
Cigarettes.
Yeah. I'm talking about more extra. There's
beers and then there's beers. Yeah.
So look, I mean, there was a point in time for like a year and a half just before I got my license. I partied really hard. That was like when Mercy was like 6 months in, and it was like every week just Cloud Mercy. It was fucking just mental. It's just stumble out of the joint at like fucking midday. Mm-hmm. Great. But yeah, and then I don't know. Like it just depends on the person. I feel like how mentally. There's a lot of parameters to this, right? Like, is the person going through something? Is that why they're getting fucked up and partying?
Mm-hmm.
Is it like, is there something deeper that they're not telling us? And like, I'm not the one who wants to like chat about it in a nightclub, right? I'm a firm believer. There's fucking 7 days in a week. If I'm out 3 of those days, like from Friday to Monday morning, I'm in the club. I want to have fun. I want to forget about like Monday to Thursday problems.
I love
If you want
that.
to talk about it, message me Monday to Thursday, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm like in the club, like I don't know, like I've sort of built this figure up where everyone knows me as like the happy-go-lucky guy. Not that anything is going on. I am genuinely pretty fucking great, if you ask me,
Yeah.
at the moment. But yeah, so like I try to sort of keep that facade up, and it's always like, okay, you know, let's deal with the negative shit when we need to, if we have to.
Yeah.
Let's keep the positive, good energy in the club, because then it reflects if you're DJing, right? If you're playing with the crowd can feel that energy, and it's like, you know, I don't want to be pouring that out. Like I want to, you know, I want the good stuff to be poured out, because then I'll feed off that and be like, all right, like that's just going to be chaos now. Let's go.
And your
true.
sets are super like immersive. Like when you're playing live, you're not a DJ who's elite. Although you've been at it and been on all the stages and played in front of all the crowds, even nowadays, you're not a DJ that's just standing back there pressing buttons. You're always hyping up and getting in people's faces and dancing for people. Like that energy is carried on into your sets, and it like it, you know, that just makes the energy of the room better. So it's going to make you look better as a DJ, if anything. Yeah,
It does, man. Like, you know, you can almost feel it when like if a DJ's having an off night or if they're not feeling too great, you can sort of tell when it's like, okay, they're not enjoying themselves tonight for whatever reason, whether it be, you know, they're just tired, sleepy, you know, long hours. So yeah, even I can pick up and I'm like, okay, there's something going on here with said person.
absolutely. Again, perfectly leads on to a question that's been given by chat. Chris mentioned before, how do you think like being a full package as an artist, having that stage presence, producing your own music, having a good, you know, song selection and crowd reading, blah blah blah, how important is that to being an artist rather than, you know, just one of those DJs who goes up there, plays the hits?
Anyone can play the hits, yeah. Anyone can play the hits, but a good DJ plays the songs you don't know, right? But then a good DJ will also play the hits that you forgot about and that you also don't know. Like, not that you don't know, but you would have heard them somewhere along the line in the last X amount of years of you being alive and gone, hang on, I fucking remember this song. So like, if I'm doing vocal edits, I'll try to find. Everyone's got an Eminem Shake That edit, right? It's overdone till the fucking sun comes up. Yeah. Where if you do, like, I'll try to find really songs that are popular but haven't been thrashed. So then it's like it leverages you to be like, okay, he has this, like, people remember those 1%ers, yeah? Because I remember when I was watching Heath back in the day, Heath used to always play this Buy You a Drake remix, and I was like, what the fuck is that? That is sick. And then there was, you know, AO Fruitcake. There's a Tipsy one he did. There's like multiple he's done, and I'm like, okay, they're all well-known songs, but they hadn't been oversaturated at the time.
Yeah,
That's my philosophy with all that. You know, everyone can play the hits. If anything, I'd say, like, sometimes it's better for me if someone plays all the hits before me. That's great. I'm like, I don't have to play any of them.
sick,
I can go and do me and just not give a fuck, because I know I've got enough in my arsenal to be like, okay, like, you've gone and played all the hits. That's great. I don't have to rely on any of them. I can just rely on my own firepower to be like, yep, sweet, cool.
yeah.
I will say, like, like, nothing hits harder than Nightcrawler on a good sound system. So I'll always play that one. Like, when that fucking kick bass comes in, you're just like, oh.
See, you just got another one then. Lachlan from Zubar. He just said can't speak highly enough of Dion. See, that was another one. How is it, like, from that, if you could go back to 2016 right now, like, how would you react telling that kid that you're at a point now where you're influencing people, you have literally thousands of friends, and that's not even like an understatement. You could pretty much walk into any club across this city and know someone, have a drink, blah, 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 blah. Like, how is it going from that to that? You know what I mean? The duality of being that sort of person now?
So that's actually a really good question, because I speak to Chubbs pretty frequently, and I'll message him occasionally, and I'm like, dude, I still can't believe that I'm like, I froth Chubbs, and I still do, even though I'm mates with him. But the fact that I'm like mates with all these guys now, I'm like, it's like I pinch myself every day. I'm like, what the fuck is life? Like, I used to listen to them on SoundCloud, listen to their mixes. Then I used to see them at like the club stuff. Well, it's, Chubbs, Dendell, Heath, Johnny, Zach, Travos,
Yep.
whoever, and it's like, oh yeah, just like they'll just be messaging me on like a random day, and it's like, this is fucking just sick. It's the best, man.
Yeah. I literally just had that feeling fucking 3 days ago with, keep speaking about it, with Nate. When he was in here, he was just going through his old tunes, unreleased stuff him and Short Round made when they were like 15, 16. He was just showing us all this like crazy music. And then when he left the chat, me and one of the other homies, Josh, we just freaked out. We were like, what the fuck just happened? Like, we used to watch Nate on stage with the lights behind him. That was like Jesus to us. Like, and now he's just hanging out in our Discord playing tunes. We were freaking out. So like,
That's sick.
getting to that
That's
position
mad.
is just like, it's so humbling, bro. Like, yeah. I kept saying to my wife, I was like, if you went back to 2016 and told that kid that was walking around Forest that one day you'll be hanging out with him in a Discord call, like, fuck off, dude. Like, no way. You just don't.
That's surreal, isn't it?
Yeah, you don't expect it.
Yeah, 100%, 100%, man.
I said it as a joke at the start. But I think it's pretty. I'd love to call Guinness Book of Records and get an actual check on it, but I dare say, out of the city of Melbourne, you probably had the most releases on Hungry Koala. Like, yeah, it's at a point now where you're basically funding their entire promotion team. Everything you sign is going to them. They're making all your money.
there's a story behind this too, actually, right? That's the reason why I just thought, more stories.
Hit me.
I'm loaded with them.
Yeah, love
All right,
it.
so there was a label that I'd signed. I'm not going to disclose names, people that were involved.
We can
We can't actually play it. We can't play it. Yeah.
So people know this story. So for those who know, you already know what I'm going to say. And who it's about. So yeah, there was multiple people involved in this label. One of them had signed 3 of my records. I was like, yeah, sweet, cool. Then this other person got involved and was like, no, we're only signing 1. And I was like, okay, what the fuck? Well, I've just paid for them. This is also why I mix and master my own stuff, because I can't afford to pay a sound engineer, right, to mix and master it, yeah? So I'm like, no, just free, fuck it. I'll just improve and get better and better and just keep learning. Some might disagree with me. I don't give a shit. Fuck you.
Yep, absolutely.
Right? Essentially. So, yeah, and then I was like, I was stressing because I was like, I think I had a fair few in Simul. I was making sort of like the heavier, sort of darker stuff through Geardy when he was running it. And then I was like, fuck, I need another label to go to. So then I reached out to Tommy Sunshine, heard nothing. Then I was like, you know what, fuck it, Hungry Koala, let's go. I sent them, it was Royal Tyrant, Paladin of Light, and something else.
Your Paladin of Light tune is fucking banger.
So that was the first one that got released in January. No, hang on, that was the third one that got released, sorry. It was Royal Tyrant, something else, and then that one. And that one charted at 6. I was above 30 Legrand. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? Why is the dude about to put your hands up and they're trying I'm above him on the charts? That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that's wild, dude.
Yeah, so that was a bit of a pinch yourself moment. I was like, well, that could have been the other label up there, but there's a bunch of politics involved with that, and just to feel the way it was handled and the miscommunication with it was really, really poor and disappointing.
Yep.
So, but is what it is. And then, however many years later, we went number 1 with Hungry Koala. So I got the last laugh.
Yep, absolutely. And now you're at like 37 releases on their label. because you just keep.
Fuck, am I?
It's when I was
Keep pumping them out, brother.
bro.
Fuck, man.
As a no joke, I got to 28 and stopped counting. I got to 28 and got busy. So there's at least 28 releases on the one label. That's why I'm saying that's arguably the most out of anyone. Like Dwayne
People
with
don't own it.
flat belly.
Mate, if there was such thing as record labels, you should fucking sign up, mate. You just keep pumping them out, brother.
Vasectomy on tunes, dude. You need a vasectomy on tunes.
We need to some of them, brother. Jesus.
I think I've actually given time for people to catch up because I actually wrote something I think for the first time like 4 months a week ago, so I'm a bit behind the mark.
I'm the same,
Yeah,
bro.
and
I haven't produced this year. Haven't made a song this year.
Fuck.
I really need to get back on it. Because I deleted FL and moved to Ableton, and I've got to learn Ableton and start from scratch. And I know it takes time, and I'm willing to put the time in, but I haven't had the time because we started a fucking podcast and a whole label, and now we got a nightclub, and now I don't have time. Oh,
That's
Hey,
so cold, isn't it?
We're making moves, bro. Fucking, we'll make time. We'll make time eventually.
shit's coming, yeah. We've had a big
It's
fucking...
coming.
We'll mention that at the end, but we have had a big update since last week on the podcast because we didn't say much last week. But before we get to that, there was one more redeemed question that we'll hit quickly. Being a headliner, like you said before, some weeks you can easily line up and play you could play every day if you wanted to. You could do Tuesday to Tuesday if you really tried, and that.
Don't tempt me.
Yeah.
Let's stay it up, boys.
At this point, like, it's been a good consistent, like, it's been since 2016, pretty much. Since you grabbed your first residency, everyone wanted you and wanted the attraction that you could pull after that. How has it been trying to balance real world? I know you're a massive soccer fan. I know you do boxing as, like, a side thing. You know, fucking hot girl walks.
I love strutting my shit.
Yeah. So
Wow.
how's it been? How's it been trying to balance, normal life and basically nightlife?
Well, I mean,
Chris said Man
But
United was
really-
shit.
whoever he goes for is fucking terrible then. Hey, we're playing Champions League football next year, mate.
Yeah.
We'll knock it down. They're actually doing alright at the moment, so I think we won on the weekend. I think we've got Liverpool next week, so I think we're going to be fucked. But yeah, we'll be
Yeah.
alright.
How's it been
Yeah,
balancing?
anyway,
it?
that's it. Well, it's you can't really do a boxing class for 20 minutes if you're, I don't know, at 161 on a Monday afternoon, and considering if you've been out, all night from about 11 p.m., so you can't really do a boxing class after that. It makes it a little bit difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, some days, like I missed out today just because parents and I were just chatting about some stuff. And then I had to go have a quick shower, and I was like, I've got to make sure this all works. So I was like, I just want to make sure this all worked. But look, it has its days where it's tough, but you have to look at the end goal and be like, okay, if I don't do it today, then I'm not gonna do it tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'm gonna end up where I started, and that past version of myself that was 90 kilos. I'm like, I don't want to be that person. You've always got to be like, okay, and I could because I haven't done it. I've only just started doing it again for the last 2 or 3 weeks, 1 or 2 weeks, sorry. So I'm like, okay, fuck, I'm gonna pull my head in and sort of do all that. But it's difficult, man. It's the off switch is very hard sometimes.
Yeah, that's a great
yeah,
way to put it. Yeah, I mean, someone who is playing, like the weekends is obviously the hardest. I say Tuesday to Tuesday is sort of like a ballpark thing, but I guess like the Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, for someone who's so heavily in the scene and influencing the scene, it's impossible for you to stay away on those nights. So trying to balance like doing that and staying healthy, it's definitely not easy. Like, I've tried it and couldn't keep up. That's why I'm where I am. Like, it is a full hustle, and it's like everything, bro, you've got to love it to keep at it for sure.
100%, man. I think I think if you just if you like, I don't know, for me, I'm just like, all right, if I miss one day, like, don't miss the next day, like, or do twice as more the next day to make up, like, I don't know, like boy math, yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
Put a blood loose. So no, I tried, like, particularly now, like, it's like, in a lot better mental state than what I was a few months ago.
Yeah.
For those who know, let's not go down that path. But yeah, like, I think for me now, it's just like, all right, like, just getting back into it. And I just remembering how good it made me feel too. I was like, the sensation afterwards is just fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And the reason, like, you're getting fit while you're doing it too, yeah. So it's not like you're doing it and you're gaining weight. So
Yeah, absolutely.
one of the things for me was like, one of the reasons I started was like, this is so funny. I have to share it. Was like, I want to pull baddies. That's why I'm losing weight.
Yep.
So I was like, I was just looking at myself like, fuck. I'm like, there's no way known. Like, and I hold myself to a very high standard in general. Yeah. So I'm like, I need to look the part. So yeah, I was like, I want to pull baddies. I got to drop weight.
Fair. And I mean, everyone sort of has their goal and their reasoning behind it. But if the end goal is to just get healthy and get fit, like, it's worth it. You know what I mean? Like,
obviously there was that too. Like, looking at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, I'm not happy with the way I look.
yeah.
So then there was that side of it too. But yeah, there's also the other side of that. So yeah, no, getting balancing. That's sometimes very hard, but I try to always make it a point before. So like, I'll generally do it after dinner, since I'll wait until my food's gone down. After dinner, so I straight into boxing, do that, and then like go out or do whatever. But then some nights, like, just the way my gigs are planned out, by the time I actually get enough sleep from the night before, I'm like, okay, fuck, I've got no time. I have to just wake up, eat, shower, go straight to the gig.
So does that mean that there's no more like vanilla Galliano?
Galliano. Yeah, that's what
Galliano.
It's Lachlan
I can't say. Yeah.
Lachlan just said, does that mean no more Galliano?
That's not happening. That is not happening. That is not happening.
Double that, he said. He said double. He said double the amount.
Yeah, you gotta double it. Yeah, my dyslexia hit hard then. Oh my god. I read that. Oh my god. How many L's are in there? What the
fuck? Bloody wog drink.
Yeah, fucking oath. Nah, it's yum shit. Nah, well, like, all right. What, like, it's 2026. Sound's coming back. Apparently, it's inexcusable now.
Allegedly.
The sound is back full time.
Allegedly.
Are you diving heavy back into it?
I never stopped making it.
Yeah.
The thing for me now is, how do we hit a stale point, right? And it's now more about, okay, how do we push it forward? How do we experiment with, what's the next phase of it? Because there will be another phase of it, no doubt, right? Allegedly pinned. So I've got the chat on here as well.
Yeah.
Like I said, everyone's saying it's fucking pizza. So for me, it's
hear the story too. We need to hear that story after this.
Allegedly?
Yeah,
done. Sweet. I won't name names, but done. So... fuck, where was I going with this guy? Pushing the town forward. So for me, it's all about, like, okay, I experiment a lot with the Melbourne stuff I make, even though it's very really offbeat shit and whatnot, but, like, some of it is more bounce infused, some of it's more electro. Sometimes I'll just make straight fucking big room, because I love all that shit. Where other times it's like, there's been like dirty underground. I call it cinematic minimal because of the breakdown. It's very horror movie-esque, very dark.
I love that.
It's scary type thing. Yeah, so like, I think there's... I can't remember the name of it. It was released within the last 2 years on Hungry Koala. Like a borderline terror minimal tune I made. I was like, I want to make something like tough, like Cloud9 Basement 5 AM. Just So I wrote that. I come out with. If I said an idea, I'm like, I'll know off the top of my head and be like, yeah, that was the one.
Ozzy would be fucking frothing right now if he was here, bro. Holy shit.
Oh, where the fuck is he? What have I
I don't know.
seen?
I was thinking that
I don't
before,
know.
actually.
I
Disappointed,
don't know
mate.
where he is. Yeah. He's too much grinder.
His PC was being shit before.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
All right, the
yeah,
story,
that's
let's
actually,
go.
yeah, the story. Allegedly.
Oh, fuck, the story, shit. Allegedly. This is allegedly the story, right? Spent allegations are true. So, one of my mates is at Electric. I'll alter the story slightly, right? Because I don't want to get anyone in trouble or not. Mate was at Electric one night, enjoying himself a little too much, and he rolls in with a long sleeve. And this was like the greatest t-shirt I've ever seen. Sorry, long sleeve I've ever seen. All I had just printed across like here was just allegedly, and I'm like, the whole fucking night he'd say anything he'd say. I'm just like allegedly, and I think like that shit actually ended up chinning me, like not hard, but while we were playing pool, that chin me. I think I hit a good shot. I was like allegedly, and he just that was fucking pisser. And I actually saw him. I saw him last night when I was out. And I'm like, bro, I go, that's the best fucking top ever. He's like, allegedly. I'm like, oh, you bastard. So,
Does he still have the top?
yeah, we only wore it like 2 weeks ago.
Fuck yeah.
So he allegedly still has it. I'm not too sure.
Allegedly.
Well, did you see?
Allegedly.
Did you see where it came up for us, or how it came up for us? It was Zach's. There's a clip of it of Zach talking about Wayfarer, and he's like, he's talking about the record label that Melbourne Sound was released on, or Melbourne Sound was released on that label, and he was talking about, he's like, yeah, there was just a lot of bullshit. The owner used to go to Cloud and blow out, allegedly. It's just like, bro, what are you doing? So funny.
That is.
Yeah.
He would have seen some shit too back in the day because he was,
Fucking
I think, 5 or 6 years older than me. So yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was around. I was like 13, 14.
It's the best clip. That's so funny, bro. It's yeah, and
We'll send it to you.
It just started a snowball for us, and now anything where that fucking word can just fit, we've just been overusing it lately. It's
Allegedly.
The common force I have it at this point. Fucking hell.
Oh, it's a thing. It's a thing. All right.
It's so
Allegedly, it's a
funny,
thing.
dude. It's so fucking good. So yeah,
So
like,
that-
what's next, dude? What's fucking? Is it just lock in and keep doing the same shit? Have you got bigger plans? Are you gonna? If you get offered it again, here's a good one. If you get offered it again, would you leave the state? Would you try like Queensland or shit? That, you know, for once.
I want to. I want to, but I don't know what the market's like up there in terms of Queensland.
Yeah.
If Queensland, if Queensland was to ask, yeah, fucking oath, like get me over there ASAP. The weather's sick.
You got a
Is it Queensland? It's
passport?
sick, I think. You don't need a passport to leave.
No, but have you got one?
No.
True.
I haven't gone internationally in about fucking 12 years, I think. Longer, maybe. Yeah.
We've got there's been some. I'm obviously not going to say too much, but we've been fucking told lately that if Melbourne keeps progressing the way it's going, like people need to load up their passports because it's getting like it's getting its like
Attention again.
world-renowned attention again.
The momentum, yeah.
So
I mean, look, if something does come knocking, I'm down. Like I'm keen. But I mean, at the same time too, if it doesn't happen, I'm not going to be too sad about it.
yeah.
I mean, it's more enticing now that Tramp's not around. I mean,
Fair.
yeah, if I play on a Saturday night, I mean, as much as I will miss out on Zuba, which although you're watching Lucky, I'll still having to miss that and the crew down there and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I'd love to go interstate again. I'd love to go back to Adelaide. Adelaide was just fucking rowdy. Every time I'd go, like, just somehow end up dead.
I'm gonna try and tee something up for us in Adelaide. I think that would be really, really cool to take the crew over to Adelaide. I think that'd be a really, really cool way to kind of showcase the Melbourne scene again in another great city. That'd be
Fucking
good.
nice. And Adelaide's like only got one strip of clubs too, so makes life super easy.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
right. We'll get Jono to bring his USB so he can just jump on the decks whenever he needs to. That's an inside joke
perfect.
for the 128 Club.
Vanessa, last question, brother. I swear that's your third one, is it not? That's crazy.
That is her third. Yeah.
You've used so many
That's a great
points, bro.
question.
I feel fucking bad, but it is a great question. Do you have any advice for a DJ that's starting out? Someone started today and came to you with advice.
Yeah, perfect. I was hoping that this would get asked. Immerse yourself in the club, right? Be a part of it. You know, meet everyone. Don't just meet the promoter and like, obviously, if the promoter is a DJ there, don't just go there with the sole intention to meet him and because like you want a DJ there. Like, yes, you want a DJ there, but also to like go there, meet the bar staff, meet the guards, meet venue managers, meet just fucking everyone in the joint, right? Because, you know, some of my best friends are venue managers. You know, like you just, and also too, you never know who you may end up with. So your potential life partner could be, you know, a bartender, a door girl, whoever. You know, I've the amount of times I've fallen in and out of love in nightclubs is fucking diabolical at this point. But you just never know who you might end up with. You know, who will be there. But obviously the main, just immerse yourself in the club. Show you want to be part of the club. Practice your craft every day. Like I remember when I first started out, I was playing every day. I'd get home from school, and it was just 2-3 hours non-stop.
Yep.
Obviously couldn't play in the clubs because I was 16. So I'm like, okay, well, practice at home for 2-3 hours, and just fine tunes at night.
If anything, that's probably good because, like, I was 18 when I was learning, and I was like shit and trying to work my way to get a set, and it was never gonna work. If they had have put me on back then, I'm so glad I almost never got the opportunity. Because it gave me a lot of time at home to practice. And I did that. I'd come home from work and play. I'd just put my headphones in so that no one could hear it. And just fucking play. I got photos on I got lives on my Facebook. Like 2 o'clock in the morning just sitting on the couch with my computer and shit next to me. Just teaching myself. Because you need that time. Yeah.
I mean, I was a little bit different. I sort of had speakers, so I was getting a few noise complaints from the neighbours. Oh, fuck them cunts. I don't give a fuck.
And at that age, who cares?
Actually, I do have a fucking hilarious story about this. I need to tell this on the pod. So, I've got Wawa one night, right? And one of the neighbours' daughters, she's a bit older, she'd seen me in the smokers. I was chilling in the smokers. She's like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "I'm about to play." I'm like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Oh, I'm just here with my girlfriends where I I think like a few months earlier, I got a noise complaint. Like the Jacks had rocked up and they're like, "Yeah, hey man, it's too loud. You know, you got to turn the music down. If you have to come back again, you'll get a fine." Rah rah. We're like, for ages, mum and dad were like, "What the fuck?" complained, right? Because our neighbours are pretty cool. Yeah, like they're chill. They don't give a fuck. And then, anyway, I set the door at the club. It's like yapping away. We're having a chat. Right? She goes, "Hey, by the way, I forgot to tell you, my mum is the one who called the cops on you." I was like, "You're fucking kidding me." Okay, she threw her mum under the bus. That's fucking hilarious. I could not wait to get home the next day and tell mum and dad. I'm like, "You will never believe what I've just got told." Like, what? I'm like, that noise complaint a few months ago. I saw the daughter at Wawa and she threw her mum under the bus and said, "Yep, my mum called." And she goes, "I love your music." Yeah, she goes, "I love your music." She goes, "I was there telling her, let him play. I love it. And the mother rang and she threw her mother out of the bus.
Their mum is an
fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
that clip is now going to go viral.
Yeah, let's hope that clip goes viral.
Yeah, I should probably say it, rock up my doorstep and be like, "Did you tell that story?" Like, yeah, fucking
I mean, shit. Again, you've probably got a billion stories from being out every night. You've seen like the dark side of Melbourne, the top of the pedestal. I mean, apart from
without doxing yourself too crazy or anything, we always go. We've had this running joke on the pod and in the Discord and everything. The whole 128, even since before 128, it was just the three of us. We always asked. Back in those days, did you have a go to always every night, like top kick on spot? Was there always just one after a club? It was just always there.
The kick-ons for me was Tramp, right, on a Sunday morning. That was always, obviously with the intention of being involved and playing there. But for those who have been partying with me recently, I tend to love a bit of a bender. So, yeah, I wouldn't say there's been a spot. Fuck, no, there really hasn't. So to climax.
See,
No,
we always go with
the
the Batty Park and fucking stairs at Forest. There was always those, and the Tramp car park.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't think I could say this on the stream. At risk of getting
In
companies
trouble.
and venues in trouble. And
Yeah.
So I won't say that.
There was
But-
spots around.
Can you beat around the bush?
There was spots
I
around.
can't bet around the bush, but I will say, like, if I get pretty OFF on a Monday morning and I'm in no state to drive, I will happily end up at 161 and just continue cooking my shit till
Yep.
it comes at the other day.
Yeah, see, 161's a good. That's a haven. That's always been known as a safe spot in the city. You can go there and have fun without being
161's
judged. You can enjoy that spot, and that's what the boys have informed me. And we're starting to build at Attic. Attic's a good spot, and the people there seem to really love what we got going on, and so we're not fucking stopping.
They're Attic's getting the right people in now, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
I've spoken with them, with that individual a few days ago. So yeah, that's really good that they're sorting their shit out, which is the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
Especially too, like with the sound they play, like they want to push the Melbourne minimal and the electro. That's a really, really fucking pretty good location too, right between Electric and Revolver.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So foot traffic is insane, and then you've got, I think, Suzy Q's like right next to it.
Yeah.
So like if you're
That's
facing
it.
the front, it's up to the left.
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah, yeah. So prime location. The crew down there is about to get really solid, which is good.
Yeah. I'm very excited for the Fridays and the Saturdays, everything they got planned.
It's gonna be sick.
Well, fucking, I mean, usually we can keep going for another 5 hours with these pods, honestly. We're pretty good at going overtime and spending way too much fucking time just talking shit and sharing stories, but we can absolutely roll it over into a second pod. Unfortunately, I have shit to do, but
That's right.
I want to end it, before we finish, I want to end it with, like I've said, you've got all these gigs lined up, you've got everything sort of planned for the foreseeable future lined up. You're just going to keep making music, keep playing your sound. Are you hoping for the evolution of the sound to sort of plateau again so that we can all have somewhere to go? Are you hoping this skyrockets again for another peak? Like, what are you aiming for with the new Melbourne sound?
I mean, I'm hoping there's. I'm hoping. I think there's going to be, the next evolutions of Cloud9, Tramp, TFU, Wawa. So I think that'll come full circle again, just under different names, right?
Mm-hmm.
The one thing I'm sort of hoping for the most is probably another Sunday morning recovery that plays or caters to, electro, Melbourne sound, like essentially like the ethos of what Mercy and Jungle was, but the culture has to come back with that too.
Mm-hmm.
Which that's a crucial part. But that's also like, especially with the sound, it's as bad as the sound, it's very, people take certain drugs to enjoy it or enhance themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Which is nothing wrong with doing. I think it's great. But actually, that's on record too. Fuck, I should have said that. I just realized what I said. I was like, fuck.
It's going to be 9
but-
seconds of just beep.
Perfect. Yeah. So look, I think the culture has to come back first and foremost. But yeah, I do. I mean, every day I hope a Tramp or something comes back and they're like, yeah, Dion, we want you involved and we want you to play at like 9 a.m. every Sunday morning. I'll be like, fuck yeah. So, I mean, the closest thing to Tramp is Zuba.
Yep,
Right?
absolutely.
Late license out in the burbs. 7 a.m. license, which is fucking unheard of in the suburbs, which is also cracker.
Right. They went until 7 in the morning, and I was just like, what? That is unheard of. And there's still people there drinking and having fun. Like that's honestly, Lachlan, you guys are doing incredible things. I'm gonna be honest, dude. If you're still watching,
Yeah.
Oh,
holy shit. I've never seen that in this day and age. I've never seen that. That's fucking insane.
yes, fucking. It was actually a sick night that you came to. A lot of Dion's influence. Stop it. So yeah, I mean that night, yeah, that last Saturday was fucking insane. That was cracker. That was probably one of our best Saturdays,
Yep.
I reckon. Yeah, it was good too. There's a lot of new music I wanted to test out that I just tunes I found. I'm like, fucking, they're pretty receptive too, which is good. So
Speaking of, everybody, go follow Alavate. So
if
Alavate
you're
on
not.
SoundCloud, on his socials, everything, because he tested a lot of really cool things, a lot of really cool music, and one of them I should have fucking recorded it at least so I can listen to it. Holy shit.
which one was it?
I forget the name. It started with an S.
Oh yes.
I can't remember the name of it. It's the one that goes like with the moving bass line go woo, woo, woo. Like that was sick. Like the deeper bass line that you said was.
Subtle, not the original.
Subtle. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Like I said,
That was fucking insane, dude. Like that's just one of them. But then you look at all of the other songs that that I was just peeking over, being like, "What the fuck is this, bro?" He has so much new music, and you guys don't even know. You guys have no fucking clue. You guys need to follow this guy. He's got a lot of cool things coming. I can't stress it enough.
Like a legend. Thank you, my man. Appreciate that.
No worries, man. You got a lot of good things coming for you, man. Like you've been in the scene for and I'm gonna say this again. I've already said it before, but you've been in this scene. You've done your forest start to close. You've done Tramp start to close. You've done all of those. You've done your Cloud9s. You've done all of that. You've stayed consistent with your sound this whole entire time.
Yep, facts. Yeah.
And
Go on.
I know that you have so much more to give, and literally on the weekend you've shown that to me with just showing how many tracks you actually have. You've got so much coming, dude, and I'm so keen. I'm so keen.
It'll be a big year, I reckon, this one. So I'm keen for the rest
It's
of
a
the year.
big year.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. I'm keen to see what you got.
And now we've got locked in like a couple of places are guaranteed. Like we're going to be running an Attic. There's the new night starting there. Elite Fridays, which Aussie and Reliant have a lot of say in. Like, there's going to be opportunities for artists like us. I'll put myself in there. Artists like us to be able to like play that
Showcase.
Melbourne sound again and showcase like the stuff that got us into this and made us love music again. And I think that's more what the scene needs. We've got Pilots Lounge doing amazing things with the bigger DJs. We've got Goose putting their foot in the door and doing big things with their events as well. But the little guys, the ones that are constantly out there and wanting to grind, really hoping that Attic can bring that vibe, and fucking Zubar as well, like that, a 7 a.m. license and holding that same crowd that whole time.
Unheard of, man.
It is,
Yeah.
and to have a community that gets around that is sick. That's dope. Like that's what we need.
I think too, like just on that as well, that the beauty of like having Attic and obviously Reliant and Aussie operating there and then because they're doing that for the whole night on Chapel Street, which is fucking awesome, right? But then by the time 3 a.m. hits at the Zoo Bar, it sort of gets that bit, a little bit more heavier. I'll come on at 4, and then whoever's on at 6. Yeah, so it's, it rotates sort of every week. By the time Attic closes, within like half an hour, 40 minutes, most of the guys they're all coming over.
Yep.
Afterwards, they're all kicking on there, and it's like, because like before that was happening, they sort of never had really anywhere to go, to my knowledge, right? So, Matt, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah,
which
no,
I might be
dead right.
So yeah, it's kind of good now that they've got a place where they can start at, but then it's like, okay, we've also got a place where we can finish at.
Yeah, no, I think a massive pull for what you guys did as well, like for what you're doing, getting on board with Zubar and helping with the flow of the night and getting everything going, is like you kept that, although you understood the current market and how everything is, giving light to still what, is known to Melbourne and solid in our scene. That's why, I mean, in my opinion, that's why I reckon everyone sort of started leaving Attic and feeding into Zoo, which it's better. Like, Attic's less than 3 minutes away from Revs. You could just walk to Revs, but they'd rather commute all the way to Zubar because it's a better vibe.
It's better, like, I mean, it's music they all legend.
Lachlan, yes, absolutely.
Brother, you took the words right out of our mouth. The whole reason I started my company was because, or well, at least like the crew and got these boys involved, was because back in my day, there was Forest, Wah, and Cloud. There was 3 elite clubs that were, as well as there was Turmoil, those 3 clubs had roughly the same community going to all of them. And that community was so much like a family that it sparked careers in hundreds of my friends. So when it started to come back around and there was only Pilot's Lounge and Lucy Goose, I said this city needs a third. Once we got that third and once we started the crew, I mean, I'm not saying it's all our fucking fault, but look at the scene now. It's flourishing. We started that third event. We got it off the ground. Now everyone's talking about it again. The podcast is getting traction on every platform. Music's hot again, like Melbourne has wanted. And I think the number one thing that needs to change from back then to now is that instead of that turmoil in the community, these clubs need to work together. We need to support each other and feed each other's DJs and each other's crowds so that Melbourne can flourish again. Because the only way that's going to work is if we go back to if this was 2016, because I play at Attic, I could never come and play at Zubar. That happened all the time. If you played at Tramp, you couldn't play at fucking Jungle. If you played at Cloud, you couldn't play at Forest. And it was fucking ridiculous. It was ruining us all. Now, I'll happily
I think on the other nights it was different. I think like the Fridays, I don't think like Forest and the Fridays it didn't matter too much. Whereas like Cloud, it was like, Cloud had an issue with me playing at Tramp, I remember.
But it wasn't, but that's not, I just want to preface, we're not calling out these brands. That happened with everything.
No, definitely not.
Circus was told no one was allowed to play minimal from Pilot's Lounge. This was only recently. There's been artists and brands that are told if you work with this person, you can't work with us. And if you do this, you can't do that. And it's just going to create more bullshit and create more hatred in the scene. That's why cunts got into the position of stealing fucking millions of dollars from Tramp and stealing fucking all ticket monies from events and shit like that. Like, that happened so frequently because people had issues with each other instead of just caring about the music. Now that we're back, like Lachlan said, I think we need to support each other. It's definitely going to fucking help in the long run.
Yeah, I think eventually there will be, once there's enough venues sort of up and running, playing it, there will be that competition of, no, I want him exclusively. Like, it is just the natural flow.
Again.
Yeah. So that'll be the natural sort of flow of how it all happens.
I've never
Which
thought about it
generally,
like that. Yeah, I've never thought it'll probably get to a point where that'll come back because I'm really like I'm definitely very adamant on the like even now, bro. For a couple of days, I'm not going to call out who it is. You could fucking go look it up. For a couple of days, I was very pissed off at another promoter in the city because we had planned our event for months and months and months and had these DJs on who were coming back and haven't touched decks for the first time in 7 years and blah 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 blah, and we were using that as marketing points. And then 2 weeks before our event they're playing in some shitty bar in fucking St Kilda, like in front of 100 people. It's like, well, now no one's gonna want to pay for our tickets to go and see that person when you've just put them on for free 2 weeks before our event. Like, it fucks us. But
yeah, it makes it hard.
I also swallowed that after a couple of days of realizing how bitchy I was sounding. These artists are coming back for the first time in 7 years. They want the sets. Give them the sets. Stop fucking gatekeeping DJs. Stop like holding on to people who are gonna not want these artists to shine. I think we should be letting other, like, bro, if we ever put on a fucking Joel Fletcher and we get him cheap, like, quickly, bro, go down to this Zoo Bar place, go play there. They'd love it too. Of course, I'm just gonna palm that off, like, you know what I mean? Like, or if we're at fucking Attic and someone at Pilots Lounge is like, bro, if you want another set, come tomorrow and play again. Like, it's just, I think that sharing culture needs to come back. And yeah, I think that's another way to put it. The artists that want to play and be heard is the ones that are going to.
Well, I mean, I've told it or like I don't know if I've told them or I'm in the process of telling them all. One of the two. I've told a few of them though, but pretty much I told them or I am telling them, Zoo Bar's a stepping stone. Like, I wanted to get to a point with my guys where it's like you're just that big that it's difficult to book you, right? And then I'm forced to find new people, right? So this is not like, I hope it's forever, but Zubo is a stepping stone for most of these artists to then, I want them to go and, play 4 or 5 gigs a night and their night at Zubar. Most of the DJs already come down on their nights off, and because they love it there, they want to be there, they want to be a part of it, which is great for the culture too. But that's sort of my main thing. It's like, look, guys, look about you. Like, I'm doing what I do there, and I'm going and playing 2 or 3, sometimes 4 gigs before I end up there. So I'm not going to be like some other guys. You can't do that. Like, go and do that. Go make your money.
Absolutely.
But, like, end up here,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Loyalty is something that I think that's
can't buy it. Can't buy it.
Yeah, and in our age group, in this age bracket or this generation of DJs, we were watching the people like Short Round and the Sparksies and the blah 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 who have been going to these places since I was 16, 17, been putting in the effort, putting in the drinks, doing all the bullshit. We saw that it was loyalty. It was not who you knew, it was what you knew, and it was what you knew about the scene. And then it became
100%.
network and get your way up. But it was definitely just quickly, fucking thank you, Lachlan, for popping in. Lachlan said he's heading out.
Yeah.
See
Thank
you
you so
Saturday.
much, man.
Yeah, perfect.
Legend.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
Friday. I said Friday. Fuck. Forgot I'm playing there Friday.
say Friday, yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Fucking up. Yeah. Play at midnight. 11:30 maybe. I love one at midnight, but yeah. Fuck.
Fine. See, that you get them all fucking. You would getting confused when you're playing all the time.
No, it's just forced to happen because I play there every Saturday, and I'm like, there's like a Friday event this week. Shameless plug.
Nice.
For the hard techno and faster sort of music lovers. Yeah, so I forgot that we're actually open on Friday, and I was like, fuck. I said I'm like, shit, no way, we're open Friday. Fuck.
Yeah. Let's do that because we are at an hour and a half. We're actually giving these people an exclusive half an hour extra long episode. So these clips are going to go out when this is edited, this will be on YouTube by about Sunday night, Monday-ish. So from next week, what have you got coming up for the next, say, 2 weeks? What have you got? Do you know yet?
Fuck yeah, I do. I just got it all on my calendar. So I've got Zubar Friday, Saturday this week, 12 to 1 on Friday, 5 to 7 on the Sunday morning. Then I think next week's the 9th.
Mm-hmm.
May 9th, I've got Provincial Hotel in Brunswick, 12 to 3, Zubar 4 to 6. And the following week, I've just got Zubar at the moment, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, fire.
So not yeah. But there's a lot of birthdays and shit. Like a lot of just events and shit. So
Yeah.
not private functions, just friends' birthdays that I've been running around town doing that. But yeah.
Well, if anyone's
So-
around Melbourne, Zubar is probably where you'll catch him the best and the easiest. So
He's
yeah.
also the most crazy energy at Zubar, and I fucking love it. Speaking of, like, you know, the other night you walked around with a ball and you just started spinning around in the middle of the crowd.
I saw that.
That was gold.
Clip.
That was gold.
Man, I every week I eye off that fucking disco ball, and I turn to Chelsea and I go, I was enjoying myself a little bit by this point. Let's
Having
just read
fun.
between the lines,
Yeah.
guys.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly having the time of my life. And then I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna grab this disco ball and I'm gonna go spin on the dance floor. She's like, yeah, go. Chelsea goes, go, spin, like, and I'll film you. And I've rewatched that video like 20 times. I'll fucking piece myself every time I watch it. And then so I was filming it went off camera. One of the girls come in and she's like, can I hold the disco ball? I'm like, no, it's my disco ball. And I put it down. I'm like, no, actually, I'll get in trouble because I'm not meant to even be doing that. But I don't care.
Yeah.
Content. We all do it.
That's it. It's good marketing for Zubar.
Yeah.
Come down to Zubar, guys. We have a disco ball behind the decks.
And that there is also known as Dion. All right,
that's
so
the selling point.
I'll be honest. Like you know, you go to Zubar. Yeah, it is a bit of a mission out there. We all go. We all get it. It's all good. Like, it cost me $60 for an Uber. It was horrible, but at the end of the day, it was also the most funny times I've ever seen Dion. Like, I've never seen Dion, and just, like, you know, we're just there just smacking our asses and doing all the weird shit, turning around and fucking him just spinning around in circles half the time, just doing the weirdest things. I've never seen that from Dion, and it's like the most fun time I think I've ever had. Like, there's a wig behind the decks as well. Like, I'm sure Dion's even worn that wig multiple times. Like,
check my Instagram post just before the one of me spinning. Go to the last photo. There's a photo of me at Chelsea. I've got the wig on that same night. I swear to God.
See what I mean?
If you want to edit that in, by any means,
Right there,
grab it
yeah.
off the hair, yeah, and edit it in. Yeah, I don't know what it was. Put it on that night. I was like, because there was a night I booked like an all female lineup, and I was like, well, I need to, you know, earn my money, so I was like, I'm going to book myself as well.
Mm-hmm.
So they bought the genius. I didn't wear the tutu. They bought a tutu and a wig, and I'm like, I'm not wearing the fucking tutu. Fuck that.
I remember that. That was recently. I remember that being posted.
A year ago, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Alavate debt or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was. Yeah.
I don't remember what they did, but yeah, it was fucking hilarious. And then
oh no, it was Princess Alavate.
Yeah, Princess
yeah,
Alavate.
Princess Alavate, yeah.
I remember.
And
that.
I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna put the wig on. I properly put it on last Saturday, and then I was just like, fuck, I got so hot on it so quickly too. And I was like, no, get this fucking thing off. I'm fucking done with it.
Get it, Chief.
Yeah, it does, man.
There's probably so many nits in there, dude. Like, oh my God.
Don't tell me that. Fuck. So I barely wash my hair anyway these days. It's all good.
That's all right. It'll die in the grease. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, again, like I said before, bro, we could do this for 5 hours. We could talk about the music scene on and on and on. But I think it's best if we end it around there, and we'll save it for fucking episode 2.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you for jumping on, bro. I know this is pretty fair to say this is your first ever interview, like face to face about this stuff. So thanks for giving us the story, bro. It's good to chat about this stuff.
It's good to chat. Thanks for having me, guys. I had so much fun. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Good fun.
Dude. We'll definitely do a round 2 soon. Like I
Yeah,
said,
please.
guys, you'd be able to see him at Zubar all the time, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, I'm playing there every week.
Yep, and then there
Whether I
is.
turn up or not is a different story. Allegedly.
It's probably our fault if he's not there. But no, I want to
On a
thank.
fucking bender somewhere.
Yeah, legit. Thank everyone for the bits and the subs tonight. You guys are fucking insane. We hit multiple goals, and that's wild for a Wednesday night. So thank you guys all so much. Yeah, Dion, we'll catch you very soon, bro. We'll see you around the circuit.
Done.
Have fun, everybody. We will see you next week. Same time, same place. Much love. Peace.
Perfect.